In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa. SSM's Wednesday Global Africa program brings to you our news stories, exclusive reporting, and SSM perspectives on the day's top news. Plus, the inside scoop on Africa's most important developing stories. Join us on Wednesdays, 11 a.m. West African time.
Indeed, we're here. Viewers, you are welcome. It's another Wednesday, and my name is Mark Godwin. I'm here in the Milan studio. It's cold outside, it's raining, it's freezing, but we are happy to be alive to see another Wednesday, the 24th, a day to Christmas, 24th of December 2025. I'm here with my fellow coordinators. Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Yes, sir. My name is George Chukwu, all the way from Canada, Toronto, and I just want to welcome all the viewers from around the world as we are getting ready to celebrate Christmas. We just wanted to bring you a news update, our Wednesday Global African News Update, and welcome to our newscast today.
Nice. That's John.
Good.
Yeah.
Good morning, my fellow patriots. I call you patriots. Sir George, all the way from Canada, Mr. Mark, all the way from Germany. This is Dr. Olufemi Obakarowi from England. The weather is cold out there, but I'm warm inside. I'm on holidays. Universities are closed for now, so I'm cool. You can see me in Nigerian outfit, so at home.
Yes, and I like the outfit. Yes, good one. You're welcome, guys. All right, gentlemen. So, a lot's happening, but let's begin with somebody that's holding the bull by the horn. We have the Honorable Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris. He made a press outing yesterday and said, any individual or group that kidnaps our children, attacks our farm, does all of these heinous crimes against our citizens, is now will be called officially terrorist. Yes, gentlemen, let's talk about this. It's been long. We've been looking forward to having this name being called out like this. I mean, most times we keep giving beautiful names around evil, bandits, unknown gunmen, this, that. Femi, start with you. Mohammed Idris called it like it is. Terrorists. What do you say?
Yes, it is. It is high time that when we talk about being proactive, not reactive. This even recently, there's a video that's come out that the bandits are saying that the bombing is getting too much, or they want peace now. No, we don't want peace. They're coming after them big time. Even before they attack, they're being attacked. The armed forces is going after them. Even before whenever there's gathering, they are being bombed from the air, from the land, they're being attacked. And that's why. So it's not about issue of they are bandits. Let's try them. No, we are being attacked. They are terrorists. Terrorists. The only language terrorists understand is terror themselves. So now the government is going after them big time, and that is a good sign from the government.
That's a good sign from the government. Sir George, the man said it's over, that era of ambiguous nomenclature, like he called it, where things are just, done like it's nothing serious. This is serious. This is human lives. And these people are just destroying lives like nothing. So what do you say, Mohammed Idris calling it as it is? Terrorists.
Yeah,
These are terrorists.
It's about time. It's about time.
Okay.
We've been playing games for so many years. playing the game of our own brothers, playing the game of, oh, okay, they're part of us, playing the game, oh, they didn't go to school, therefore let's work with them, let's negotiate with them. It is about time. Stronger and faster security response is what they need. This new classification allows intelligence agencies and the military to deploy full counterterrorism measures, improving coordination and response time. So what we are seeing right now, finally, the rubber is hitting the road, and we are calling what it is as it's supposed to be. Without Trump coming with full force and threatening, this thing could have continued. And even as we are speaking, even the man that is saying this thing himself, the minister, the question you have to ask yourself, do they fully believe that inside of them? Or is this just like a good old rhetoric because the force is already there and they're coming after us? If we don't do something, they might have to do with themselves. Therefore, let's join forces with them in order to stop this mess that has, caused havoc in our country for many, many years. You see, let me tell you something. When you think about Nigeria, you have to think about the sections of Nigeria, our mentality, the way we think. Part of the reason why this insurgency had continued is simply because of who they are. If they were from southwest or southeast, you would have seen what is happening now. It would have happened long time ago.
Okay.
Because this
all right, George. I see. I see. Let me know his head. But let's get some perspective. Let me help you, George. He mentioned 3 categories of people: students, farmers. Let's start with the farmers. Hasn't all of this act of crime against citizens, hasn't it affected our food production? I mean, what you say, farmers, the minister called. He said anybody attacking our farmers would now be called terrorists. And truly, hasn't this affected food production in Nigeria? Is food not skyrocketing because of terrorists attacking men that go about farming as livelihood?
Yes, it has. It has affected the farming communities in Nigeria, but by and large, we cannot only attribute that to the cost of food in Nigeria. Nigerians have their terrible ways of reacting to things. Now, for example, look at now, the cost of petrol is down to $6.99. The cost of transportation is going up. So you can just imagine, we Nigerians have a way of exploiting ourselves, now destroying anything that does not favor us, and know how to make more money for ourselves. The price of petrol was 1,000 plus before, and now it's $6.99. The cost of transportation has gone up. So it's going up. So it is not most... Yes, it has. Terrorism and all this stuff has affected the farming community, but also a lot of people have been invested in a lot of businesses, farming, industrialized farming. There has been a lot of investment in industrialized farming to the extent that it had augmented for that. For example, Niger State had invested billions in mechanized farming, and it is reaping in massive food production. Some states as well, and some states in the east as well, has invested massively in food production, and it is yielding produce. Even Lagos State and Bauchi State have invested in rice production, and it is massive. But do you know what? Nigerians still see what to exploit each other in this. So when the rice comes out at 50,000 naira, they want to sell it at 80,000 by hoarding it. So it is not only, yes, that has its own effect. It is not only that's affecting them, but Nigerians, we need to begin to talk true to ourselves. We need to stop this rhetorics of taking opportunity of everything to exploit each other. So what can you say about transportation? Is it banditry that's affecting cost of transportation? Dangote has reduced the cost of petroleum to $6.99. Less than 700 naira, and now yet with the cost of transportation from Lagos to Abeokuta to Ibadan, it's about 10,000 naira. It's about 7,000 naira. Why?
There is a new law that came out. A new law just came out a couple of days ago, yesterday, whereby they are giving a special number. If you see any gas station that is selling more than they're supposed to, call that number and they will definitely shut them down. Yeah, so this is the type of and I'm glad you're bringing this, Dr. Femi, because we have actually been the problem to ourselves in many ways. We cry out. When solution comes, then we find a way to turn that solution into a problem. And it's been like that for many years. So now that things are beginning to change, I am so thankful. I'll tell you something, though. I'll tell you something. You see, this renewed hope agenda, it is really working. It is really working. All that I hope was that this December, the government would have subsidized something to help people to go home, because one of the major problems they're having in Nigeria right now is flight tickets. Can you imagine paying 800 and something thousand naira from Abuja?
500,000 from Lagos to Abuja.
No, 800 and something. 800 and something.
Imagine.
What? Okay, gentlemen, like I said, I'm looking at the minister's words, the various aspects he said this whole terrorism has affected. Another one is education. Gentlemen, let's talk about this. Kidnapping, we heard throughout this year, has kept thousands of our Nigerian children out of school. That's a fact, Dr. Femi. That's a fact. And out of school, most times, these children never return back. They never go back to their classrooms, because some of them might end up going some other things, ways in their life. You know, some of the young ladies might even become mothers before you know. So terrorism, this is what has affected us in all aspects. So let me talk about the school side of it.
The school aspect of it, I will come back to governors. I will come back to governors. Now, I will take a sample of a state. Borno State is the epicenter of terrorism in Nigeria. But look at what the governor of When was the last time you heard about kidnapping in Borno State? The Borno State governor, Professor Zulu, is a symbol of the renewed hope. He has built, I sent something on the group chat, he has built 89 modern schools. The first is almost about 2-story building. The walls of those schools are about 2-story building. And they are modern schools with technology in it. The children live in the school, within the school environment. And they are they are fortified. Because he knows the terrain, he knows what they need, and the children are going to school in Borno State. Other governors, what are they doing with the money they collect every month for federal allocation? Now, the federal government cannot put boots of the soldiers on the soil of every state or every school in Nigeria. So what are the state governors doing? Thank God that the president at the the retreat for APC was talking truth to power to the governors, and he's talking about them, about what needs to go to the primary school, to the local government, and to the state government, so that the deduction will start coming forth from it. Now, you're showing this. I want to also show what Borno State schools look like. Borno State looks like technology, like you are in school in England. That's what Borno State. He has built 89 of those. 89 of those schools. Fantastic. I can go leave England and go and teach in those schools. Technology oriented. But what are the other state governors doing? Teachers are still being paid stipends. Teachers are still selling biscuits beside the school. That's the kind of education that we see giving. We cannot be looking at, because of terrorism. Yes, those are happening. And thank God the safety in school initiative have been re-energized, and the schools have been, federal schools have been reopened, even to some governors. Yeah, I could give to some governors who also queried the fact that why could the school in their areas be shut down? Why should they be shut down? Because there's nothing about insecurity around their schools. There was just a blanket shutdown of federal schools. No, they shouldn't be doing that. So their own schools are safe. So therefore, those initiatives about safety of those schools should be done. And the fact that somebody should be accountable for, I think Sir George was saying the other day, who is accountable for the people, the school that withdraw the soldiers in Niger State? Then somebody should be accountable for security in those schools. Whenever there is anything in that school, your head will roll. So if somebody is accountable for that, let there be in those states. Yes, thank you very much. That's a picture of the schools. Let there be. Let there be
Borno State.
Yeah, Borno State. Look at the schools there. It's like a school in England. And if you look at the technology infrastructure in those schools, you'll be amazed. And because the man is a professor of education, so he knows what we're talking about. He knows what is needed. Look at this. Who doesn't want to go to school in this kind of environment? Who would not want to go to school in this environment? And these schools are fortified. The walls are as tall as anything, and also they are secure to the gates, to the teeth. And that is what is needed in most schools for education to thrive.
Okay. But are you removing the fact, George? Yes. Are you removing the fact that terrorism has not affected any of these schools from shutting down? It has not gotten to that level in Borno State.
No, that's not what he's saying. No. That's not what.
Okay.
No, what he's saying
go ahead,
is
George.
this. Okay. What's basically he's saying is this. This man saw the problem, okay, and then he actually looked for an immediate solution to that problem, and he has actually done this for his own state. So the challenge now is on other governors. If this man can do it in Borno State, why can't you do it? Why can't Anambra do it? Why can't Imo do it? Why can other states that are actually affected by this insurgency, why can they not do it? So that is a challenge, because there is zero tolerance for insecurity right now as we stand. Like what Dr. Femi said, this is right now, the is sending a clear message: no safe havens, no ungoverned spaces, and no excuses for criminal violence. When we catch you, are you going to face death penalty? And what they are trying to do, those that are actually walking behind to help these people out, because don't forget, when they get this money, they buy the calling cards. Some people are helping them,
God bless
buying
you,
food for them, making money. So now, anybody that is caught conspiring with these people, directly or indirectly, both negotiators must be brought to book and they must face death penalty. And what we are doing too, they need to go back, because if they catch any of these individuals that have been mouthing off about these people, and then all of a sudden they come out to say one word again, go after them and catch them with the words they have been saying in the past, because there should be no room whatsoever for this type of attitude in our country again.
All right. So thank you guys for bringing up this. Femi, I want to thank you for making the remark on Borno State. So viewers, Nigeria, north of Nigeria is Borno State, and we have this recommendation here. The government is doing excellently well in the educational sector of Borno State. We even have a night view of some of the schools. The night view is one of the schools there, at night view. That means probably this is a boarding school, and night activities, night reading, night studying happens, and you have lights lit up everywhere. Thank you for bringing this notification. So Borno State for you there, viewers. Gentlemen, thank you. Let's move on to other stories. So that's what ministers have said, and we hope they will stand by the words, like George observed. Let them stand by those that new label that has been given. Terrorists, nothing less, not more, and they should be treated like terrorists. Anybody that does any of those things should be treated like terrorists. Thank you. All right, guys. During the week, we had a United States ambassador to Nigeria, Richard Mills, recalled, and we know the situation of things now in the United States and even with most African country. Dr. Femi, this recall, is it? They say it's Trump administration shake-up, some diplomatic shake-up, but you take note that it's coming at a time when the United States has said that we need to. Attention being put on our security. What do you say about this recall at this point in time? Because he still has like 2 more months to go.
I will 2 things. I will not attribute too much to that, because recall is an administrative process for reshuffling in government. Government do that all the time. I won't add anything to it. What you also know that in all this, the American government just invested 1.6 billion million is $1.6 billion dollars in investment in Nigeria. It's, on health in Nigeria. So American government still believe a lot in Nigeria as a Nigerian economy. I don't know why, so I will not speculate why it was recalled. It might be political, it might be health ground, it might be anything. So we don't know. But for me, I don't speculate because I don't have an insight into that. So recall is an administrative process by the government. So I don't see, I won't attribute anything to it.
Yeah, George, did you say same thing? They say his tenure was to expire next year.
No, it's not even that. He's calling 29 others. 29 others. It's not only Nigerian. Not only Richard Mills is being called. About 29 others. They call it a diplomatic shakeup. What he wants to do, and he's saying that they are not fired, that they gotta be reassigned into particular areas where their expertise are, much more needed. So, I don't know. To be very frank with you, sometimes we can speculate about the reason why Trump is doing what Trump is doing. He was better and actually tell us. America first focus. The U.S. State Department says the move is a standard process aimed at ensuring ambassadors align with President Trump's America first foreign policy priorities. That's what they said. And I believe it is because, Trump doesn't play. The man, what he says is what he wants to do, and he must do everything possible to meet those goals. Nigeria ties, while they record diplomats keep their jobs, the decision signals a shift in diplomatic engagement, especially as Nigeria remains a key partner on security, trade, and development. So in our own situation, it affects us, but there are 29 other ambassadors and other diplomatic people from US that are being called back. So you remember not too long ago when Trump called all the generals to come to a meeting? You remember that? Okay. We speculated on the reason
we do. Yes.
And this is another move that he's making. The man want to make sure that if you are out there representing America, that you must line up your thoughts and your belief system with what he believes. America first, we have to, so that's what I believe it is, personally.
Okay, since we're now in the American story, even though it's African news update, focus on the same America. You talk about Trump and his belief America first, but he's on the Epstein list, and there are more pictures and more endeavors of him on that list. They thought it was just 1-2 occasions. Now they found out that he even used the Epstein flight several times, and he has so much on his sleeves on that list. Let me start with you, Dr. Femi. Yes, we know that this is past. What you want to say?
I am tired of this Epstein nonsense. I am tired of it. It stinks to high heaven. I am not interested in it. Let me tell you 2 reasons. Yeah, it's not about any other thing. They've turned it to a political weapon now. It's not more of a political weapon than finding or supporting the victims or getting to the truth. They're now using it as a political weapon now. Now, listen, Epstein is not only about pedophilia. It's not only about sex. It's into businesses as well. So they are now tagging at anybody that takes pictures with him is a pedophile. Anybody that does business with him is part of his gang. For goodness sake, I am whenever. Let me tell you. I'll tell you personal. Whenever they turn it on BBC, I change the channel because it's becoming stupid. You see it, yeah? Because they're now using it as a weapon or political weapon. It's not. They've now put the victims and the people involved. They've now put them aside. They're not using it as a political weapon, and also, let
me say this, Dr. Femi. When people are become public officers, like president is a public officer, and you have all these the former president of America, Clinton, all of them, they're all notable people around the world. Now, when they have this this thing about them, this scandalous thing about them, it should be addressed. I mean, because you will, the same act done by somebody, if somebody else had done this, that person probably will face the consequence. So why make it look like it's political, trivialize it, and say, no, I don't want to, you know? I mean, when you become like that, you should also be careful how you move, George. Don't you think so? Because Clinton, more pictures have come out of Clinton.
Listen, yesterday's dreams are today's. Yesterday's dreams, someone said, are today's necessities.
Okay.
So what we're seeing here is what actually took place in the past. But like what Dr. Femi is saying, they have left the core substance of this entire saga, and they're using it as a political weapon. They're not going to get anywhere. You remember when they were fighting about the files coming out? You remember what I said?
Yes.
I said the files will come out and they will do anything they want, and there's nothing you're going to do about it. All you got to do is complain. That's all you got to do. Oh, maybe this or maybe that. As long as Trump is in power, Trump has power to do whatever he wants to do, how he wants to do it, when he wants to do it, and then he will get away with it. They've been after the man for many years, and they can catch him anywhere. So let's just leave this whole thing alone and find other subjects that we're going to deal with. If you got to compensate the people, you know, all these young ladies that are so ignorantly, sold themselves to this nonsense, and that's another issue that we need to really find out. Some of these people that are doing these things, we have girls all over the whole world in America. Why are some of them are pinpointed ones who agree to participate in these things? Now ask yourself that question. Because, today I'm going to make a decision as a teenager and I'll get out there and hold on, let me finish.
You're downplaying on this whole thing. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not downplaying it. I am not downplaying it. If you want to deal with a situation, deal with it from every aspect of it. Don't just say, oh, this is it. What about this? Let it be balanced. Because number one, tomorrow, these things will happen again. Girls will frivolously go out there, do whatever they want to do, get involved in a gang, and tomorrow they're going to start, trying to. What about them being complicit in this whole entire thing? Are all of them guilty? No, maybe not.
George and Dr. Femi, you guys need to know that. You guys need to know that this whole thing we're talking about, lives are going. I remember the young lady, Guthrie in Australia, died, committed suicide, they say, and now they're saying it's not even a suicide. Remember Jeffrey himself killed himself too in prison. So it's not something to say they're politicizing and bad. I don't want to
they are politicizing the whole entire
thing. You are saying the young ladies are doing. The young ladies are not what we should center on. I mean, take note. This will girls
center on every aspect of this situation in order not for it to happen again.
If the men are such character men, I mean, shouldn't even be close to that kind of story. Like what we were saying about our president, Nigerian president, and the drug and all of those things. I mean, you don't need to come close to that if you're in such public space. I mean, that's how it is.
Can I make a comment as regards what George has said? Now, listen, there are some of them who are innocent. There are some of them that went in there with their eyes open because of greed. So, now, listen, you mentioned the lady that committed suicide. Please, I have no sympathy for her. You know why I said that? She went and collected huge money. So as an adult, she collected huge money. So she was an adult because she collected the huge money. Eventually she came out and she made money from it as well. And whatever happened, she was an adult when all those things happened, when money was flowing in. So when we're talking about this, as a young girl, yes, sympathy for her. As an adult, she took a decision on her own. And she ran with the consequence of those decisions. Now, there were young girls who are involved. Yes, what Sir George is saying is this: How are we taking care of that? There's an estate that belongs to Epstein. There's an estate that belongs to him. Where is government supporting those who are involved in this? They've left us aside. They are focusing on political people. Now, let's use it as political weapon. That's what we're talking about here. So the substance of it is child abuse. They've left child abuse. They're now used as a political weapon. They've been looking for Trump all over the place. Oh, Democrat want it out. They brought it out. A lot of pictures were blurred because there were people that were asked to be protected, who are young people, who are innocent people. They were protected. It's like now, let's give an example of now that a big artist or a big person who is in the media is throwing out parties. You will see girls that will come in there that say they're 21, meanwhile they are 18, they are 17. They will bring ID card that they are 21. They will come because they want to be a part of the party. Now, when anything happens in the future, they'll come and, oh, I'm 17. I was 17 when that happened. But they actually forge their ID card to come into those parties because they just want to be a part of those. And we've seen that happen in the past. So where we need to deal is how do we support those who are young people who innocently who are trafficked into it? Let's solve those ones. It's a social problem, not a political problem, which is being used. That's what Sir George is saying. It's being used as a political tool, which is not. Epstein was also a businessman, was also other things. So they're not bringing pictures. Anybody that takes picture with him is a pedophile. And that is wrong.
No, it's not everybody that takes picture with him pedophile. That's
what
anybody
that was in
that has some issues with them. Okay. Gentlemen, George Femo, thank you. Let's do some small break. We'll be back. Viewers, this is it. We're here knocking heads together. Femi is there from London. George is there from Canada, and I'm here. We are knocking heads, but we're actually having fun knocking heads. So let's come on the other side. See you on the line. Thank you.
In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa.
Here are 3 things that I absolutely loved about Nigeria. Number 1, I fit in. I fit in. Melanin, caramel, chocolate, mocha, whatever you may call it, I fit in, baby. I felt at home. I didn't feel out of place. I didn't feel like anybody was staring at me. Nobody was looking at me strange when I walked around in the stores. I mean, everybody was minding their own business. Number 2, the people. I mean, Nigerians are a vibe. The diverse culture, the different tribes, the different religions, the people are a vibe, okay? Whatever it is that you're looking for, they got it in Nigeria, okay? And they see you. They notice you. There's a sense of community. People care. Yes. And of course, you might be woken up at 2 a.m. because there's church going on a loudspeaker, but hey, nothing wrong with a little godliness, okay? Relax. Number 3, I love that Nigerians are resilient. They are resilient. Very ambitious and resilient people. They don't depend on the government for anything. They will figure out how they can take care of themselves. They see their systems. They know it's messed up. And guess what? They still thrive and they still figure out a way to make it work. So shout out to all my Nigerians. You are nothing but queens and kings in my eyes. If you're an LDR couple and you're not yet following us, what are you waiting for? Make sure you engage from the bottom up and we'll do the same. I'll see you in the next video.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerian soul, are proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
All right, viewers, you're welcome back. George, Femi, hope you guys are there. Welcome back.
you
Welcome
want
back.
I have to stand up for my national anthem.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. We
That's
had
beautiful.
to we had to make her do that for us. When they changed the anthem, we did that. But Dr. Femi, George, you guys had a very funny situation at your last summit, the APC caucus you had last time. Mistakenly, they played the old anthem. You guys know about that? Follow the event. Can you imagine?
It was the fault of the DJ.
DJ, what kind of DJ could that be? How could the DJ play that?
He googled the wrong one. He just put in Nigerian national anthem, and the old one came out.
Can you imagine? And an APC event, and the wrong and the old anthem that just took out was what they played. That was
forgive them their trespasses.
Right, guys.
Forgive them because they don't know what they are doing. The DJ. Forgive the DJ.
Yes, let's come to
there are more important things that summit than the mistake there.
No, but that mistake is important because
yes,
it is the same
we identified it was from the DJ.
Okay,
and
DJ,
trust me, we'll not use him next time.
Yes, we'll make sure.
We'll make sure. All right, let's come to what's happening. Welcome back, viewers. Welcome. We have our viewers here too. Let's come to Rivers State. The governor of Rivers State donated 100 million to veteran, Nigerian veteran living in the Rivers State, and he also inaugurated an ultra-modern zonal hospital for them. Now, why this story interests me is because my parents, both parents, my mom and my dad were both soldiers, and I know what old soldiers go through in Nigeria. But Rivers State is changing things now. Let's talk about this. Dr. Femi, Fubara Fubara says he's looking into the veterans and gave that donation of 100 million to the Legion, and also has some plans in stock for them. We need to do more for the veterans. We need to do more for our old soldiers. Gentlemen, let's talk about this.
I think it's an incentive for the current soldiers as well, to see that the old ones are taken care of. Whatever peace we have now, that we think we are, it's being threatened. Some people paid for that, and those who paid for that shouldn't be forgotten. So we as a nation owe them whatever peace they have at their old age. So what STEAM has done is laudable, it's commendable, and it should be applauded. So well done, Governor Sim. That is when you come to APC, that's what you become.
So when he was with PDP, he wasn't able to do it.
He wasn't able to do that.
Immediately he crossed over.
More states should follow this. Do you agree? More states should have plans for the veterans.
I do agree. It's a laudable situation. I mean, frankly speaking, I really applaud him for doing that. Because, I mean, there are sections of Nigerian governance that has been neglected for many years. The military, the police, and all these others. The teachers, as a matter of fact, in Nigeria. These are people that are helping to stabilize our lives in our country. And yet, only one arm of the government is really feeding fat. The other ones are just machiated, because they're not being taken care of. So for him to do this, I applaud him highly. And, they say that the 105 bed facility now features surgery, radiology, ICU, neonatal units, and will serve as key referral center, for communities across, Rivers West Senatorial District. So this is really, really beautiful. And let me tell you something. When governors are doing things like this, or like what Senator Natasha has been doing, come on, man. Look at Borno State, where we're just showing around the world, because he decided to bring a current position, a current solution to an existing problem. We allow them, we clap for them. We put, so these are things governors ought to be doing. They have been lagging behind, and now it is the time for them to use the money allocated for the proper things. And I'm hoping, I'm praying that as our president wants, that the local government chairman will be autonomous. They don't have to be answering to the governors. Let them become responsible and accountable for things that are given to them to do, not reporting to the governors anymore. So, I really appreciate what this man did.
Thank you. Dr. Femi, you observed that it's because he moved to APC. Are you telling us now that wasn't this plan a PDP plan when he was PDP, and now
Well,
but because
it was an abandoned project. It was an abandoned project for many years. Yeah, but you can say also that he's not been able to govern ever since he became governor because
he just started to work. That's what I was going to say.
Trouble with his godfather. But regardless, we applaud him because he could have gotten in there and abandoned that project and wouldn't be able to do anything. So, health officials report a sharp rise in patients' numbers and, maternal care. And River State also is climbing. It's clinching a $1.5 million primary health care award, underscoring renewed investment in this sector. So they are doing good. They're moving, moving forward in that area, and they're doing very well.
In that area, the health sector. Yes, also most of these veterans are old people. So, and because of the rigorous activities and what they've done with their body, serving our country, serving the country, these are servicemen, so the health issue is more, it should be looked into. So we want to applaud. Again, we've just talked about, like George talked about, Borno. Olufemi brought the Borno attention to us, and we're impressed. Maybe next time we'll bring the bell and clap our hands and give those ones that the fast. Yes, we are impressed with Borno. Now we are talking about
let's not
River
forget
State.
Imo State. Imo State is coming up.
What did Imo State? Imo State haven't done anything.
We'll show you. We'll talk
about that. All right, guys, let's move on to some other African countries also. Nairobi, Kenya. A part of Nairobi County approves 2-day paid menstrual leave for female workers. This is a new one now. 2 days paid menstrual leave, and the gentlemen here are going to talk about this. So, Dr. Femi, Nairobi, Kenya says women can be home when they go through their monthly cycle. What do you say? Does that look professional? Does that sound?
You know what? In all these political correctness legislation, it's just disgusting. Now, what I'm saying is, if you're going to talk about welfare, you're going to have, let's say, in the 24, so that means 24 days in a year, they're going to be off work. All right. Now, you're going to be saying that, after a short while, you now come out and say, oh, there's disparity in the salary of male and female. You cannot eat your cake and have it. For goodness sake, what about women that do not have menstrual pains? So what they do, just go and sit at home for 24 days in a year, added to maybe about 40 days or 50 days of their salary of their. Now look at the calculations. There are about 52 weekends in a year, and weeks in a year. So multiply that by 2, that is 104. Add that to 24, that is 74, 76, 176 days of work out of 366. Look at that. And that is excluding their annual leave.
Don't forget, Dr. Femi. Doctor, I don't know what kind of calculation you're doing. This is every month, 2 days. Every month. Every month,
that's
2 days.
That's 24.
Every month, 2 days.
24. Add that to the weekend.
in a year.
24 days. Add that to the weekend now.
Yes.
Yeah, that to the weekend.
Actually,
and add that to their annual leave. So half of the year they're on holidays.
And they have medical leave too. They have
medical leave and all this stuff. So and with that,
guys,
so and what I'm saying is
why we're bringing this up is some other countries in Africa look like they are going to follow suit.
I think they need to stop that nonsense. They really
need to stop the rubbish.
They need to stop the rubbish. They need to. Women wants to be.
But the ladies are saying, you guys are not getting it though. The ladies are saying, yes, menstrual pain comes. It happens.
Not every woman
and
has
also saying that
not every woman has it.
That some of them experience severe cramps, fatigue, migraine, everything, migraine,
a handful of them.
Diarrhea.
There are medications to quench that. There are medications to quench that. So, I mean, I think this is like Dr. Femi, I thank you for calling it a politically correct move. That's all it is. It doesn't make any sense. And you got to be careful, because while debates continue around the workplace, equity and gender sensitivity policy design, don't forget the men also, because I can just prove to that I have a severe headache, migraine every month for me. So what do you do?
2 days in a month.
Come on, man. It doesn't make any sense. They have better things to do.
But I got to talking with some female, and they said yes, some women go through.
Of course, they're gonna. Some.
So why can't we also understand? Empathy is the word. Why can't we?
No.
Who will not take paid leave? Would you not take paid leave? Who will not take it? Who will not take it? Listen, can I ask you a question? This rhetoric question. If you are in business, if you own your business, you are a hairdresser, you own your business, you'll be shutting your salon or your business out for 24 days in a year. Will you be doing it? You won't. Because you can do it for government. You can do it for government. Please, for goodness, this is political correctness gone mad.
Yes.
This political correctness gone mad.
No, they're looking for something to make news. That's all.
Exactly.
But it's not really something to make news, because soon South Africa might take to it. Soon Zimbabwe and Tanzania.
That's how ignorant they are. Let them go and copy good things, not this type. They need to stop.
Can I ask you? Can you go and look in there? What is the percentage of women participation in politics? What is the percentage of women participation in their politics, in their political office holding office in Nairobi, in Kenya? How many people are in office? Women are in office. They are not looking about it. They are giving them money.
If we have female viewers in our midst, we want to hear from the women too. We wish some of our women colleagues joined up here. But this you guys are sounding a little bit.
The world has survived this for many years. The world has survived this for many years. We've not seen developed countries doing this type of nonsense. Africa needs to stop it.
Listen, I just got a note now. A note just came in. They said global menstrual leave remains is something that's happening. They say countries like Japan, South Korea, Zambia have had such policy. Did you hear that? South Korea, Japan, Zambia. So that's why I said it's going to begin to move around. You surprised Dr. Femi.
So I just said it all. They are looking for news. They are looking for news.
That's it. We got better things to do with our time.
If Japan and South Korea are doing it, is it really that they're looking for news? It's a phenomenon that is spreading. Okay. We'll take it that they're looking for news. Gentlemen, during the last year, it started last year, a young man in Ghana, he calls himself a Beau Noir. He got a vision and God told him to build an ark. Tomorrow, the 25th, there's going to be a heavy downpour. The whole world will submerge like Noah's time. George is playing the violin. So no, George, don't play violin. No. It's serious. It's a serious thing. Let's see. Let's see some of. That's Ebonua. That's the act. Eat them. Act, so not more act. And it's tomorrow, 25th, that he says the world will come to an end.
Is forevermore.
By the way, while we are looking at this, what happened to the guy who said that the world was going to end in October 6th and 7th? Where is he?
Okay.
And he extended it again. These are men and women that don't have nothing to do with their time. They just come out with all kinds of nonsense. Listen to me. Listen. Don't promote this type of nonsense in this channel. God already made a promise that He will never destroy the world. God said, "I will not." The rainbow on the sky is telling you that God will never destroy the world again with water. This nonsense here is nothing but a hallucinating man who came out with had a malaria dream and came up with this nonsense. Why are we promoting this type of nonsense?
No, we're not promoting. It's an occurrence. It's something that is holding up on social media.
We should not.
Because tomorrow is the day. No. Sorry.
26 will come and pass. Just like what happened in the past.
Mm-hmm. No. It's to listen. What you do is not to say promote. It's also to help people. Because will you believe that people have traveled all the way from Denmark, from some parts of Europe and around the world to
These are
be
gullible
with
people looking for something to do.
Those ship he has built are not small. That's not small thing he has done there. That's a lot of money, and people donated to that. He said he has hundreds and hundreds of followers that donated. So what you will do? If I'm you, is to tell people they want to look up for when such people arise. Not to say don't promote it, no, because people will be misled. So you have an insight. Tell people, listen, the Bible says there will be rainfall to swallow men. Say that to your followers, not to say don't promote this, because they will be misled. They don't know. Not everybody knows. You know.
No, well, if you want to know, go and find out. Don't become
George, you're a media man. You're a media man.
Can I make a comment?
Can I make a comment?
Come on.
Look at that, those massive, they said massive boats. Can he take Ghanaians alone? Ghanaians. Can he take Ghanaians alone?
Can
he take Ghanaians? Can he take Ghanaians alone? And you are talking about some gullible idiots that come away from Denmark to come and enter boat in Kumasi. Please, for goodness sake, if so, look at the ragged man with the man like we can say it is smoking.
That's it. A hallucination.
What about we wake up tomorrow and rain falls and find ourselves in the rain?
Listen, if you don't know your word, if you don't know your word, the Bible tells us that even if you don't know the word, you'll be tossed about by different gospel, that's why people if you don't know your word, if you don't know your God, you'll be tossed by different doctrine. That's the kind of people that are coming from Denmark to come and enter Paco boat in Denmark. God did not tell somebody that owns the Atlantic what's called vessel that will take almost 10,000 people at once. He don't tell those ones. The people that owns all those ones, he didn't tell those ones. Yeah, he didn't tell all those ones. He's telling this one to create a Paco trade. Please, I beg. Next topic.
Dr. Femi, it is about time for us to start shaming these people. Because people have lost, their decorum when it comes to shame. The pastor the fake pastor who was saying that the world was going to end, and then came out again after it did not end. And they postponed it to October to another date. The same thing happened. These are people this is a madman. That guy is a madman. He's a hallucinating madman. Yeah, I don't know what he was smoking. So let me tell you all something. Sometimes When people like this come, on the 26th, we're gonna be here. Nothing will happen because he no ogogoro mixed with Igbo. When
Did
the
he
man
go?
is, you know where he dey smoke. Ah, forget this.
All right, gentlemen. Before we go, let's just talk about the name, the NIN arrangement going on, national database number. The information is 126 million Nigerians have been enrolled in that name. And that's a beautiful way to begin to have our data collection in Nigeria. Dr. Femi, will the meme be able, will it serve on tax arrangement they plan for next year? What are those things we could be using the meme for? Let's hear from you.
A lot of things. We need to start having data about ourselves that we can plan properly. Like the tax regime that's going to come in on in 2026 is going to catch a lot of people into that. And if you go and have, I'm going to put it on the platform, the new tax law. I just took my time over this past few days. I was on holidays to read the tax law from back to back. And you realize that a lot of lies have been sold to Nigerians about the tax law. And the people that are saying that shut the tax law down, oh, don't let it come to buy. They are the ones that the tax is going to catch. So that's why they want. So even though the chairman of it said in there, even if there are discrepancies, suspend those areas, pass the law, then we can now quit those. He said even the one that was passed, there were some areas they too are going to take to the presidency and they take to the National Assembly to repeal those areas and amend those areas. So the law is a living, the tax law is a living law. It's not just it's in concrete. It's a living law that can be amended, can be done. And the NIN will catch a lot of people we put a lot of people into perspective. And if you don't earn up to 2 million naira in a month, you are almost, you don't pay taxes. And if you even the tax is also because there are some areas that it will give you exemption before you start paying. So it first give you first 800,000 naira free before you start charging you, before you start taxing you. So we need to look into that. It is people that are running into millions. How can somebody be driving 400 million naira car on the roads of Nigeria and not paying taxes? How can that stupid boy call himself Pella does not pay taxes as he just crashed 180 million Mercedes G-Wagon, M-Class, because he doesn't pay any tax? If he knows that tax is going to come after his, we need to begin to talk to ourselves. And these taxes will actually be put back into the system to do something. So then we now say, these taxes is going to be for this. That we can begin to plan Nigeria properly. That's what is done everywhere in the world. And NIN will give that opportunity to a lot of Nigerians to do that. And we can hold our leaders accountable as well.
NIN. George, what do you have on the NIN? Is it a good
it's a good program. You know, most developed countries, if you go to United States of America, they have their own social, they call it social insurance number, social security number. Here in Canada, it's called SIN number, SIN, social insurance number. So the thing is about time. Our country is moving forward progressively. We are moving towards that place where we can be accountable for every person. And, and it will help us politically also to know those who are actually the main registered people that can vote and those that cannot vote. So because right now, cows are voting, cattle are voting, and
Votes are voting.
Everybody is voting. Now, if you don't have your NIN number, you're not eligible to vote. And that is something that is so laudable, and I really think is something very good. We need to push
and this way,
all the way.
This way, we can also have our numbers, exact accurate numbers, because also say that the North inflates numbers, So maybe this is a good.
They add their cattle and goats, among the voters now.
Well, let's see how all of this goes, gentlemen. It's time. It's a special day today because it's a day to Christmas Day. Dr. Femi, We were supposed to have a gathering for ourselves, but because we are all differently connected, yeah, so
It's
all
never
we
too
could
late.
just different.
It's never too late.
Yes,
You can set mine by into my account.
Rest assured, something is coming. So, but let's talk to our viewers. It's Christmas tomorrow. This is a special time in humanity. I mean, when we celebrate, even though some people don't believe in Christmas, some people say it's not the right time. But I
No,
would say
because we know that it is. We know that it is not the right day. You know, this is one of those things that the Roman Catholic Church forced into us. But because we are celebrating it and celebrating the birth of Christ, we don't. It's not about the date. It's about the theme of
the concept.
The theme.
The concept, yes, yeah.
Concept.
So we know that he was not.
All right, yes. Go ahead, George. What do you have for the viewers? As
I want to wish everybody a wonderful holiday, Christmas tomorrow. And I pray that Nigeria, my own beloved country, the president himself say no alcohol as you celebrate. President Tinubu say no alcohol, but there, kill your goats, kill your cows, kill your fowls, your chickens, enjoy yourself. No stress, no anxiety, no worries. Just enjoy tomorrow and celebrate what we are celebrating, the birth of Christ. We know it's not the date, but we can still celebrate it. Merry Christmas, everybody, and may God continue to bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria and grant our president and all the governors and all the leaders in that country a very wonderful, beautiful wisdom to serve the people. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Same here too. I just want to echo what my brother said. It's a time of joy. It's a time of good tidings, and I hope that the joy of the season will cover every Nigerian wherever they may be at their home, especially those who are in Nigeria for 30 December, those who are from diaspora. They're there now. They've flooded Nigeria, and Nigeria is a destination now to be. Nigeria is a place to be. It's all over the world. Everybody's coming now. And that is a dream of our leaders in the past. And it's coming to pass. And I pray that everyone will go safely and come back safely. And the fact that we are now beginning to see the dividend of democracy, that the Lord Almighty will guide our president, our leader, the fortitude and the desire to continue to do the right thing by us and by God. And I pray that we will see many more Christmas in Jesus' name. Merry Christmas to everyone, and God bless.
Nice, guys, you pulled it up well. And Dr. Femi, what have you prepared there? Is it turkey? Is it goat? Malu?
In my household, my children are all grown, so we don't do turkey that much. We do duck, and then we do more of family dinners. They are back home. They've flown the nest, but they are back home now. You can see one of them behind me. So they're all over the nation now. So we're here. We are back home. I'm enjoying their company. So we're having family fun tomorrow. That's the fun.
Yeah, Dr. Georgie, I know you. George will miss
my sister from England.
Salad.
My sister from England is in town. Her birthday is tomorrow. My sister, yeah, her birthday is tomorrow. So she's flying in today. Husband is already here, Ken. So we're gonna all get together and have a beautiful, wonderful celebration. Celebrating her birthday and celebrating Christmas all at the same time.
Wow,
this is nice. He was born on a special day. Nice.
As a matter of fact, we have somebody for New Year's Day too. My younger sister, Enke. So she was born on New Year's Day. So we have a very special.
Your parents actually target the holidays.
Target.
All right, viewers, this is the 24th of December, a day to Christmas. We've been here hour now, and it's been beautiful, talking, knocking heads, and reasoning together. Dr. Femi from London. Dr. Femi, I hope we'll see you on Friday. Let's do special. Definitely. What we'll do is you bring in some of the issues you think will address. You
Okay.
gained some, some things we could talk about. Georgie,
All right.
we will do same too. So
All right.
wonderful, guys, wonderful. So go enjoy your Christmas, viewers. Enjoy your Christmas. Reduce. I would say reduce the alcohol, but not. I mean, alcohol adds a little of fun. George,
Our
come
president said
on.
no alcohol and alcohol free. But you can drink palm
President
wine.
say don't drink alcohol. You leave alcohol out to enjoy yourself.
But you can drink palm wine, though. Palm wine.
Palm wine. Palm wine. Palm wine.
Palm wine. Yes.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.
All right. God bless.
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
God bless.
Peace
Bye-bye.
out. Yeah.